it is a fact, not an opinion, that Superman is a nostalgia character. Here's why. When the New 52 started, everyone hated the new direction on the character of Superman. They thought it was just sloppy and almost downright ridiculous, and they just did not like it. And granted, the stories weren't that great. They were just Superman. They were just standard storylines you would expect in a newer interpretation of the character. But also, one of the reasons why the New 52 started, and the biggest excuse why, is the keeping of the licensing of Superman from the original creators. Yeah. Corporate bullshit, legal crap. That was the sole reason that this shit happened. And to tell you the truth, they should have just gave it to the creators, because he has become the nostalgia character. You can't tell me otherwise. You just can't tell me that I'm wrong. You cannot tell me that, because the reason why is I know when I see fans say it reminds me what I grew up with when I was reading DC Comics, and I'm like, oh my god, don't tell me. Don't tell me you just did what I think you just did. Yep, you pretty much turned him the nostalgia character. Good god, wow. That made me stop reading DC Comics. And the only DC Comics that I read is DC Deceased, the Batman Who Laughs, and the Dark Knight Metal stuff, and Injustice. And also the Bat Family books, but that's really it. And I just feel like, I mean, they rebooted this character, they have him hooked up with Wonder Woman, and then they gave him a new power, and then after that, they reintroduced the Superman from the previous continuity, made this bullshit excuse of, oh, he was here this entire time, this guy was here this entire time, but he hid himself because he didn't want to reveal himself. Wait. You're telling me the Superman, the Man of Steel, the guy that fucking fought Doomsday, Darkseid, fucking the powerfulest beings in the face of DC Comics, went out be a coward because he didn't want to fucking reveal himself? Bullshit. I don't care if there's two Supermans. He would have revealed himself, because if the Earth has been threatened multiple times and pretty much he's going to stand there and just do nothing? Are we just going to sit there and just be okay with that? Okay. Wow. What a fucking joke fan base. No wonder why Bendis is fucking destroying everything that's people like about the character, because there's nothing to go with that character. In my opinion, they ruined that character of making him not only a bitch who stood by and allowed the events of the New 52 storylines go off, and you couldn't tell me he would not intervene on Forever Evil. You couldn't tell me he would not show up at the nick of timing where the greatest heroes, the Justice League, were fucking getting their asses killed by fucking yours truly, Darkseid, and the Anti-Nominator, along with Lex Luthor? Get the fuck out of here. Seriously, get the hell out of here. Because that is not how DC is. That is not DC. That is bullshit writing just because no one wants to say a goddamn word about it, because it's what they grew up with. And this whole nostalgia cancer bullcrap, because they don't like the New 52 Superman, is because it's not what they grew up with. I'm sick of that fucking word. It's not what I grew up with. I've been hearing that shit so long on comic books, movies, whatever. And I'm gonna say this right now. Who fucking cares what you grew up with? Nobody gives a shit about what I grew up with. I grew up with Iron Man, with him facing the Mandarin, him facing Crimson Dynamo, Titanium Man, the Melter, Living Laser, Fing Fang Foom. You don't see that in the comics now in Iron Man. Yeah, I bitch about it. Yeah, I want to see that, but guess what? You're not getting it. And to be fair, I commend Marvel for not catering to people like me, because it's better to do something new and different and make sure you tell a good story than just cater to people because that's all you're going to do forever. That's all you're going to do. And people just expect that. And just, I'm done with Superman. I seriously don't care about that character. To me, in my opinion, whenever I look at Superman, I'm always going to look at that character as the nostalgia pander. The nostalgia pander that the DC fans went out of their fucking way to get that shit done. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, because I'm enjoying your suffering. I'm enjoying your suffering with Bendis, because Bendis, he has done absolutely the worst Superman run I ever seen in my life, because he makes the DCU Superman stuff look like a fucking masterpiece, and I hated that shit because it was stretching that narrative. We're gonna get rid of the New 52 Superman and replace that fucking idiot with the pre-52 Superman. And I was fucking pissed, because the fact is, all they were doing was just sweep the rug and fucking get rid of New 52 Superman and pretty much replace him for fan service, nostalgia, pretty much. And the only thing you got that's actually worth a shit that was at the time on the Rebirth stuff was John Kent. And they even gave him a book. So it makes the New 52 that much more better, in my opinion. Because, to me, when I look at the New 52 stuff, I look at them like they at least had something. They at least have an idea. They didn't cater to anyone. When you look at the Rebirth stuff, it was just catering to people. It was just catering to people on what they grew up with. Look at the reviews. Look at everyone when they were buying it. Before Bendis, it was just nothing more of saying, this is what I grew up with. This is what reminds me of what I grew up with. I hope you're happy. I really do. Because honestly, your suffering is my entertainment. Because that is the greatest entertainment. I actually really enjoy that. I mean, I'm sorry, Tevia. I'm really gonna say it. Dude, your bitching is not gonna solve anything. In fact, it's only gonna make me laugh because I told you so. I told you this shit was a nostalgia. I told you this shit was gonna be a bad idea and you didn't want to listen. I rest my case. I'm done now. I'm sure I'm gonna get hated on because I have a different opinion, because I don't want to fucking be that one guy that fucking agrees with everybody. To me, all of you guys are the reason why Superman sucks now. Excuse me, I'm gonna read something that's actually worth a shit.